All right, so boom, check me out. Today we doing another behind the scenes, you feel me, backstory behind the song, and now we doing Twisted Charity. Let's get to it.
I know you hurt for real. You gave me your letter that I stole for real. How can I make it up to you? I gave you my heart, but that's why I break hearts for real.
Alright, so boom. This story dates back to all the way when I was a children, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a little teen, a little boy. And you feel me? Boom, we back in Mississippi with it. If you don't know, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had the best environment and all that growing up, you know, feel me? My mom was constantly in and out the hospital, and she was like on tubes and everything. I was like sitting there watching that, going through that. I hate the hospital now, I'm not even gonna lie. To be honest, I don't even trust them. But anyway, besides the point, check me out. So boom, yeah, she'd tell me and my brothers and my sister, I don't want y'all to cry when I die. You feel me? My pops, he was like, fix your face when you cry and everything like that. You feel me? So boom, that just kind of led me to being like desensitized, and I used to numb myself to just get through every situation and hardships and everything like that, right? And I couldn't really put myself in everybody else's shoes, because not only would I isolate myself, but I also would just be like, bro, y'all niggas just sensitive, bro. Y'all get over yourselves, bro. Like, y'all niggas weak as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. And so, which going forward, as I started to isolate myself more and everything like that, it just caused me kind of be an asshole. Kind of not. I was an asshole. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I was already a blunt person. But now that I couldn't put myself in nobody's shoes and everything like that, I was just an asshole. I ain't even gonna hold you. So, yeah. Really, the only things that actually made me feel alive would be music, basketball, and anime, for real, for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, those were the things that would make me actually either express emotions and my feelings and everything like that, or just make me feel something in general. And so, boom, or like less isolated. Music had me feel a lot less isolated, because I didn't have no friends for real, for real. Like, I was extremely quiet, hardly saying anything. You notice the difference in the environment, you feel me? It's just because I'm coming in putting these side notes. I ran this motherfucker real quick. But yeah, music made me feel less isolated, because there were people who could say things that I couldn't, you know, because emotional and everything, I couldn't express that. And so they could say the things that I couldn't, and it made me feel not so alone and shit. Like, damn, somebody else is going through it too. And you know what I'm saying? And that's something that I want to do for others with my music, you feel me? Fast forward, let's go to high school now. I'm in Bama, and yes, I did meet Peace Hut again, you feel me? We back to Peace Hut. But we don't have to dwell on that story. That's when Peace Hut ghosted me. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember how long it was until I met my first girlfriend, but it wasn't very long. And so I really wasn't truly over that whole situation. And we gonna say I met my first girlfriend. We gonna say I met Flappy Bird. You feel me? Code name Flappy Bird. Okay, so boom. It's kind of hard to get over. It's kind of hard to move on to one thing when you still stuck on the next. Let's keep it a bean. And I didn't realize that. Not only that, but I also didn't know how to deal with my emotions and everything like that. You feel me? I was very emotionally immature. I'm not going to lie to you. And I was also emotionally unavailable, you know what I'm saying? And so, when Peace Hut was brought back up, I'm not gonna lie, I was confused, I was hurt, and I also had love for Flappy Bird. Like, so I had love for both of them. I didn't know, I was confused. There was a lot of emotions, and it was a lot of confusion and a lot of boop boop and bop bop. And so, plus, don't forget, I am an asshole. So, for what reason, I still have no idea, to be honest. I don't know if I was just trying to let off some steam, but just because all over the years, everything was just building up. I'm not even sure, because I've never actually, like, released my emotions and shit like that. And Flappy Bird was always telling me to vent, but I was like, venting is a waste of time. Like, why would I make anybody else feel bad because I feel bad? Like, nigga, venting is useless. Like, what's the point of venting? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I didn't believe in it. And so, right before me and Flappy Bird broke up, this is when I tried to write my first song. It was actually called Vents and Fresh Air. You know what's crazy? Let me go read that to y'all real quick. I'll be right back. We back, you know what I'm saying? I had to change my location, you feel me? My allergies is going crazy. But yeah, that's besides the point. Let me read this to y'all. Alright, so boom, Vents and Fresh Air. Okay. I know you want me to talk to you about our problems, but I'm not good at this, and I hope venting is the way to solve them. Lately, I've been laughing at my demons, but that doesn't seem to stop them. They just keep coming forward and harder. Swear I can't seem to drop them. But my method to escape is treasure that is lost to me. I hate to say it, but the flamingo I held so tightly is trying to flee from me. And it hits even harder because you also called me crazy. But if you think I'm going insane, just remember there's method to my madness. Now listen close, because you really got to grab this. I only feel comfortable venting to you in this fashion. Promise I'm a real one, I ain't made of no wood or plastic. You just been throwing vibes like I'm headed for the past tense. And that's screwing with me, reflecting in my actions. I'm fiending for what's left of our love, like hungry hands reaching for some rations. All right, so boom. In hindsight, really, it was me who was pulling away. I'm not even gonna lie. Which is crazy. But that just shows you how confused I was and everything at the time. I couldn't even recognize and realize my own patterns, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and she has no idea that even exists right there. But yeah, that was the very first song I've ever tried to write. I don't even remember what the beat is, how the flow go. But yeah, Vents in Fresh Air, there you go. And so, boom, after that, I ended up just like completely blowing up on her. I was treating her feelings like it was a game. She's crying, I'm laughing, like it was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah, so I ended up meeting my next girlfriend, which is, we gonna call her Ice Cream. Why, I have no idea, but we gonna call her Ice Cream, code name Ice Cream. Okay, so boom. Me and Ice Cream, we going good, same as usual, you know what I'm saying? We going good. I'm not even stressing about Pizza Hut no more, don't care. But it's the exact same thing. Now, I'm getting distant. You feel me? I'm getting distant. I don't really want to talk. I don't boom boom. I don't want to do nothing. And she like, you know what I'm saying? She want to talk and everything like that. But at this point, it's like she dating a stranger. She love a stranger. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so distant at this point and I don't talk. And so the same thing happens over again. But this time, instead of just completely blowing up on her, I take her feelings into consideration and I don't treat it like a game. We just have a simple conversation about it. You feel me? Like, yeah, we would probably been better off as friends. You know what I'm saying? Because I just really wasn't ready. Now, let's fast forward again. I want to say this is my senior year in high school. You feel me? I meet Peaches, code name Peaches. You feel me? Now, it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? We going all good, all Gucci and everything. Matter of fact, Peaches is the one, because I started having on my conscience, like, damn, I really did Flappy Bird dirty, and I want to apologize, you know what I'm saying? Because that's fucked up. Peach is the one who was like, she encouraged me to apologize to Flappy Bird. And that's because, believe it or not, Peaches is actually the first girl that I ever opened up to, you feel me? And cool, so me and Peaches, we going cool, we going good, we going great. I'm not even gonna lie. Here we go, my freshman year into college, and I'm starting to get distant again, repeating the same cycles. At this point, I realize it's a cycle. It just constantly repeats itself, you feel me? Constantly. All right, so cool. This time, I you know what I'm saying? Like, sort of kind of end things with Peaches. Like, I gotta grow, you feel me? I gotta go, I gotta deal with this, like, cause I gotta grow. I gotta recognize myself. I gotta know myself. I gotta deal with this. I gotta grow. You feel me? Pretty much that's what it is. Like, I'm not ready. I gotta deal with me. Like, me. I'm not ready. And so, boom. That's when I go through my whole little processes of me just becoming a better person. Honestly, I did. I grew a lot. And I became a shit ton more emotionally mature. Fun fact, this is when I wrote the first half of Twisted Charity. Like, I wrote all the way up till the first half of the hook, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't write the rest of it till I was like 20, and that really surprised me when I did, because it was like, at the time, I couldn't finish songs. Like, I want to say I finished only one song ever at that time, maybe two. And then also, me coming back and doing it, it was just like, damn, bro, I can tap back into those emotions that I had, which is insane for me. And that really shocked me. Like, I was so happy and proud. I was like, good job, bro, you feel me? I'm really running through this story. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not taking my time with this bitch. But you get the gist of it though. It's just repeated cycles. But yeah, after all that, I felt like I was cursed. Like I couldn't get love or none of that like that. Like I couldn't do it properly because I didn't know it at the time, but obviously because my whole upbringing from my moms and everything, like it was so unhealthy for real. It was just mentally unhealthy. So I feel like I was cursed and I wasn't able to ever get love and anything like that, or even express love on top of that. Until finally, boom, I deal with all those like demons and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say I deal with all of them, but I deal with the majority of them, and I grew a lot. Side note, Flappy Bird is the person I made Love Letter for, you feel me? After Peaches. This is when Love Letter took place. Now, I made Love Letter because at this point that I realized that I was running from love, and I told myself that I would start embracing it. I'm not running anymore, so I had to deal with those. I still had love for her, you feel me? So I had to deal with that in order to move on to something else, because I felt like it was still something here, you feel me? So, boom, it's something here. Before I even try to deal with anything else, let me just knock this out of the way. Now, mind you, she had a boyfriend at the time, and I respected that. I respected that relationship. I never tried to do anything right there because she seemed happy, she looked happy, and I didn't want to break that up, right? But dude, he's always coming at me with disrespect, like off the rip. Well, I didn't even know him, like off the rip. And so, boom, that I wasn't fucking with that. I ain't gonna lie. So at that point, I was like, fuck him, fuck that. I'm selfish. I'm living life for me. So it's my life, and I want her back. So I'm gonna go get what I want. You feel me? And that's when I made Love Letter to show her I still cared. Her favorite bird was flamingos. So boom, I got a love. I'm gonna put it on screen, but I made a Build-A-Bear. Kind of had my swag. I usually be wearing a backpack or something. I made that song, I put it on a CD, put it in the backpack to show her I still remember her birthday. I gave it to her the day after her birthday because I knew she was gonna be with her boyfriend that day. And so, boom, my homie is her brother. He let me know when dude wasn't around and she was at the crib. So then he let me in the crib. She was asleep. I woke her up, handed it to her, popped out. Simple as that, and let her listen to the song. Now the teddy bear had my swag. It had a little flamingo bag to it. And then, it was the day after her birthday. That's how I wanted to show her I still remembered and I still cared and everything like that. And so, that goes Love Letter. You feel me? That goes Love Letter. And that was to Flappy Bird. Now, let's move forward. And so, this is where I met, we're gonna say code name, Open Book. You feel me? We're gonna say Open Book, you know what I'm saying? And she was pretty much actively teaching me how to love and showing me how to love. Like, showing me how it felt to, you know what I'm saying? What should I expect? Things like that, things of that nature, you feel me? Things of that nature. And this is when I was 20. This is when I was 20. And she was showing me all that, but this is what it lead into the next story time, you feel me? Which would be duality. She ended up getting taken away from me prematurely, you feel me? Like she passed away, you know what I'm saying? And so, that just spirals into a whole different thing. But this was pretty much I ain't gonna lie, this is pretty much a quick run of Twisted Charity. Cause I didn't go too in depth with the details, but I did make it make sense. I hope I made it make sense. If I didn't, shit, let me know. But you know what I'm saying, I catch y'all, stay smooth.
I want you close, and then I want space, and then I want close, and then I want space. Shit getting old, I move to the next, it happen again, it should never change. Maybe it's me, but maybe it's you, I know that it's me, I take all the blame. Then I go leave you, beg me to stay, but I gotta grow, babe, I gotta change.